I don't think I've ever had a good day in my life, and I think you could tell probably by looking at me that I've never had a good day, and that's okay. I'm in a really bad mood. I almost fought somebody today. I did. I almost physically fought this bitch, and the only reason I did not hit them, swear to God, is because it was a kid. And if I don't know if you guys know this, but like it's like not legal to fight kids, you know? Like it's just not, unless you can fight kids if you're in the IDF, but if you're not, it's not legal, you know? This kid though, it was, you know when they stare at you for too long and you're like, just fucking say it, dude. I know you want to say it, just say it. And he was young, you know, he was like that tall. I don't know, was that like 4 or something? I don't know, but he was looking at me for too long and it was pissing me off, and I was like, just fucking get it out. And after a second, I was at a coffee shop and he was in there with his dad, and after a second of him staring at me, he goes, why do you look like that? And I was like, how the fuck do you look like that? Looking all sloppy, you know, like kids, they stand with their fucking tummies all out, and he's just standing there and his shoes are untied, and he's like snot all over his face. I was like, why the fuck do you look like that, you lazy motherfucker? And then I didn't actually say that, you know, because you like can't say that to kids. I was just like, oh, I don't know, I just look like this because this is how I like to express myself. And then he was like, I don't like it. And I was like, I swear to God. Is that your dad? Are you here with your daddy? That's your dad? I'll fuck him. I will fuck him right now. I'll fuck him right now. And you know what? And then I'll be your new mommy. How does that sound? You like dad, but you don't like dad either, huh? But I didn't say that because you can't say that to kids either. I was just like, oh, that's okay. That you're allowed to feel that way, you know. And then I went home and I thought about it. And this is like what sucks about kids, is they'll say things to you that like really get you thinking. You know, I went home, I thought about it, and I was like, why do I look like this? You know, like what? Dude, what happened to me? Why do I look like this? And the more I thought about it, the more I was like, I think I look like this probably because I remember 9/11, and then like a couple years later when, you know, the nation was healing, 2 Girls, 1 Cup came out, and that like was so much worse. I gotta be honest, like, dude, 2 Girls, 1 Cup was my 9/11. You guys remember it? Yeah, you don't forget it, you know? Like that's one that's an unforgettable experience. Has anybody not seen it? That was a crazy thing. You know, and you remember where you see it too, and you remember who you were with. You were at the kid's house who like didn't have parents for some reason. You know, I remember, dude, I was in middle school and I was at my friend's house, and he was like, do you want to see the craziest thing you've ever seen in your life? And you don't want to be a loser, right? So you're like, yeah, I want to see something crazy. And then they show you 2 Girls, 1 Cup, and you go, never mind, I would actually rather be a loser. What? Did I just... If you guys haven't seen it, I'll tell you what it's about. Because maybe you're sitting there and you're like, what's she talking about? And, you know, it's like a movie about... It's like a movie about like 2 girls shitting into a cup and then they like drink it, and yeah, dude, and wow, you see that and you just go, man, humanity has lost the plot, you know? Because with 9/11, you're like, wars happen, terrorism happens, but it's like 5 minutes after the internet was invented, we were like, hey, we've got a good idea, and that's so bad. Iran needs to nuke us, like we have to. It's the only answer. It's the only, we've lived too long. We really have. I wonder if that was like bin Laden's whole thing. You know, he was like, I gotta try to destroy America before 2 Girls, 1 Cup, before they invent something extra bad. we saw that stuff on the family computer. That's so crazy. God, the family computer, dude. One family, one computer, and we all shared it. That's great. Like the same computer that your mom caught your dad watching porn on, you know, like that is crazy. And then she filed for a divorce on the same computer, man. And then like before school, you'd use it, and then you'd like watch Al-Qaeda beheading videos, and then like get into a chat room with like 700 child molesters, and like that was, dude, those were the days, honestly, so fun. We used to be a real nation, you know, we did. We used to, honestly, make America great again. Like those were the good old days, dude. I wonder what like the millennial make America great again is gonna be. It has to be that time, you know, because when boomers say it, they mean like the 50s, you know, they're like, that was when America was great. And for us, it's like, when was America great for us? The 9/11 2 girls 1 cup era. That was when. The other reason I feel like I look like this is probably because I saw my mom's bush when I was too young, and like, do you guys remember seeing your mom's pussy when you were young? Oh, did it throw you off because I called it a pussy? Yeah, my mom has a pussy. I saw it. Yeah, dude. I remember I was little, and I ran into the bathroom while she was showering, and I looked up I saw her bush, and it was so big, and I thought it was hurting her, and I was like, what is happening? And it scared me, and it was like collecting water like a spider web, you know, like, so I thought it was like a Halloween decoration, and I was like, Mom, what? I pointed, and I was like, Mom, what is that? And she was like, oh, I don't know, that's like what I do to express myself. And I was like, what? What the fuck does that mean? And I don't know, now that like I'm an adult and I understand like what a bush is, I'm glad, you know, like I'm glad my mom had a bush, because I think a bush is like a sign of a confident woman, you know, like when you have a bush, you're just like, I don't give a fuck anymore, you know, like it tells me a story of like, of childbirth, you know, it tells me a story of a broken marriage and a cheating husband, you know, like that. It's a wise looking pussy, you know, like it's like an old bearded wizard, you know, like when I think about my mom's bush, I want to be like, yeah, I'd get a beer with that bush, you know, like it's got a good story or two, you know, because what does a fucking shaved pussy have to tell you? Nothing. Young women don't know anything, and a shaved pussy is a young woman's game. You know, like we shave our pussies when we're like, oh, I don't want men thinking that I can grow pubic hair because men are pedophiles, you know, and so that's why we're trying to still keep them thinking, you know. No, guys didn't like that. We're not pedophiles. Arrest one person who's been on Epstein's island, dude. Then we'll talk. I'm not falling for it. No. Yeah, dude. I don't know. A shaved pussy it's a young woman's game. If I was to ask any girl in here, if I was to say, you know, why do you shave your pussy? Do you shave? You'd probably shave. You look, yeah, you for sure. Yeah, and I get because you wax. Yeah. You're bald. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. You're hot, and you know you look like you have a lot of life to live, and you know, and so you're doing it, and I get it, and I'm not judging because I also shave my pussy because I probably fuck pedophiles. What are you gonna do, you know? And so anyway, what are you gonna do? But if I was to, you know, if I was to ask you like, why do you do that? You'd be like, I like it, you know, it feels good, it feels better for me, and I'm gonna tell you this. Girl, no, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. That's the fucking patriarchy lying to us. You know, they're convincing us. They're trying to convince us that we like to have bald pussies, you know? And we believe it because we're like, yeah, I feel like I do like that, but we don't. And I'll tell you how I know. Because every time I'm single, I let my pubes grow down to my fucking knees. As soon as I'm single, I let my pubes grow down to my knees, and then I let it dreadlock with my asshole hair. I do. I don't give a fuck because I'm just like, nobody, who's gonna fucking stop me, you know? So much comfier, and I let it blow in the wind because it makes me feel connected with my ancestors. You think my ancestors made it all the way to me? So they didn't shave their pussies, dude. I'll tell you this. I think I had a fun childhood. I was having a good time. And you know who was not having a good time when I was a kid? My parents. They had such a bad time. They were just like, dude, they were always fighting. Like, my mom's like drinking and smoking in the house, and my dad's like, who knows what he's doing, dude. And I would be like, but I didn't know, you're a kid, you're just like having a blast. And I remember I was like running around in my backyard, just like hanging out with my dogs, and I wanted to be a dog so bad because they looked like they were having so much fun, they were so free. And I would watch my dogs shit in the yard, and then I started shitting in the yard because I was like, yeah, that's freedom. And then I remember and then my parents would be like fighting in the living room, and I'd be shitting in the yard. And I remember one time my mom, she's like in the middle of yelling at my dad, and she makes eye contact with me while I'm shitting in the yard through the window, and then she's yelling at my dad. She's like, "And you fucking stop shitting in the yard! You're not a fucking animal!" And I was like, whatever, dude, you're a cock block. This is no fun. Thought I'd try that. Won't try it again. That's fine. When I was a kid, dude, when I was like a teenager, I wanted to be like a hot slut so bad. You remember like the slutty girls in like middle school, high school? They had like big tits, for being 15, and they had like straight hair. And I was friends with like the hot girls, but I was not a hot girl. I had like a bowl cut and flat chest and a raspy voice, and I remember my friends, they'd brag, they'd be like, oh, we were giving BJs behind the bleachers, and I'd get so jealous because like I wanted to give BJs, and guys didn't like me, they didn't like me the way they liked my hot friends. And so I was like, oh, well, maybe if I start offering BJs, they'll like me. So I would like chase guys around, and I'd be like, come on, let me suck your dick. And they would be like, no, dude, we're not gay. And I was like, what the fuck? I'll make you gay. I thought the way to impress guys when I was younger was to like act like a guy, because I would watch guys hang out with other guys, and guys were always having fun, they were always like laughing at each other, and then they get around women and they're like, they don't laugh at women and they don't have any fun around women. So I was like, oh, if I act like a guy, then the guys will want to I'll be one of the guys. And so then I would like go up behind boys at recess and like pants them and like laugh at them, and I'd be like, look at your little stupid fucking wiener, dude. I like wanted to suck dick so bad when I was young, and now I'm an adult. I don't want to suck dick anymore because it sucks. But I'll tell you, ladies, I'll give you a tip. Next time you're doing it, next time you're down there doing the thing, stick your finger up his butthole. Like, I dare, stick your finger up a guy's butthole next time you're sucking him off, because he's gonna come so fast, and then he's gonna be like mad that he came, because he's gonna be like, whoa. He's gonna be so mad. He's gonna be like, what the fuck? That wasn't supposed to feel good. I'm not gay. What? And you'll be like, well, maybe you are. I don't know. But here's the thing, and like here's the thing that's so funny, like about, I had a boyfriend who like loved having his butthole fingered, and it's funny dating guys after you finger them, because they'll like get all mad at you, like how guys get, and they'll like get in your face and they'll be like, they'll yell at you, and they'll be like, fuck you, whatever they do when you guys get mad. And you'll get all intimidated because like men are scary when they're angry, and you're like, don't yell at me. But then you're like, I'm like, I've fucking been inside of you, dude. Like, you're not scaring me. I know what you feel like. Well, I'm gonna go. I'm Gabby Lamb. Bye, guys.